Rich Rising, happy Thursday. Today we're talking about how to build a loyal and buying online community. So that's what the topic is today, how to build a loyal and buying online community. And this one's going to be a fun one. So if you are a business owner or a coach, if you're an entrepreneur, using Instagram or TikTok in order to promote your product or your service, and you don't know how to grow your following, then this live is for you. If you are a motivated business owner where you already have an audience, you have 1,000 followers, you have 10,000 followers, you have 100,000 followers, and you're not sure how to convert them into customers, then this live is for you. If you're a coach or a business owner, you've been in business for about 1 to 3 years now, and you don't have a marketing system set up where you can go from 8 to 10K months to 15K, 20K, 25K months, then this live is for you because we're going to help you build a loyal and buying online community for Instagram and TikTok. So welcome. Hey, Renaya. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, exactly. Let's get this work this morning. So I want to shout out all, well, no, you know what? Y'all all are still coming in. So as you are coming in, I want you to grab your notebook, grab your pen, take note, take action, make some money, honey. Why? Because action takers are money makers, not time wasters. We're going to be together today for about 45 minutes. I'm going to be dropping a lot of gems that's going to bless you so that now when you're showing up on social media, you're actually attracting your ideal customers. You're actually reaching the people that you were called to reach. But if you don't take no action, guess what? You're not going to reach them. So if you're a business owner, if you're a coach, and you're using Instagram or TikTok in order to attract your customers, but you've been doing it for the last couple of months, for the last couple of years, you've been hopping on trends, you've been posting 3 or 4 times a day, and all it got you is exhaustion, then thank you for tuning in because we're going to help you. We're going to be sharing some tips with you that's going to help you to build a loyal and buying community online. Why? Well, oftentimes, you hear people saying things like, oh, you want to build a loyal and engaged community. But loyal and engaged don't always equal paid. But loyal and buying do. So our goal is to show you how to do that so that now when you're putting out your content, you're putting it out with a purpose. You're posting with a purpose, and that purpose is profit. So thank you all for joining today. If you are a business owner, if you're a coach, I want you to go ahead and drop the name of your business in the chat. So I want to shout out my business owners. I want you to go ahead, drop the name of your business in the chat. The reason why we do this is because you never know who's on here, who's in need of your services, who's ready to buy your products. I've done this a couple of times. A couple of my followers were able to get new leads. They were able to get new followers. They were able to get more people who are interested in buying their products or services, right? So oftentimes we ask to drop the name of your business in the chat so we can go ahead and shout you out. TikTok is still growing right now. We got 14 people on the live. Instagram, we got 1 person on the live. So I want you to go ahead and drop the name of your business in the chat. As you are writing, please tap in so that TikTok can push the live, Instagram can push the live, and share this live with your friends. All you got to do is hit the arrow at the bottom right-hand corner. I'll choose 20 people in your DMs. Share it with them. Why? Because I'm going to be a blessing to you, and I don't want you to hoard the information. This information is going to bless you. Some of you are going to get transformations on here, right? So share with others so that they can also benefit from it. All right, so let's see. Hey, Tough Girl Security, how you doing? So we got Tough Girl Security Self-Defense Products is here. I love that. Come on, Tough Girl Security Self-Defense Products is in the building. Who else do we have here? What other business owners do we have that just popped up in here? What other coaches do we have that's in here? Instagram, if you are awake, go ahead and drop the name of your business in the chat. Now we're up to 23 people on TikTok. So if you are a business owner, feel free to drop the name of your business in the chat so we can go ahead and shout you out. You never know who's in need of your services. If you find yourself shrinking back in this moment, then I want you to check in with that, right? The whole point of using Instagram and TikTok is to promote your business. But if you're not in the habit of promoting, then how are you expecting to get your sales from Instagram and TikTok, right? So I want you to just let that sink in. If you find yourself being nervous to type the name of your business in the chat, I want that to sink in for you, right? Like maybe the reason why people aren't buying from social media, maybe the reason why my Instagram and TikTok isn't converting the way I want it to is because I'm not talking about my business enough. I'm not promoting my business enough, right? So where are my business owners? Go ahead, drop the name of your business in the chat. So we got Renaya, a real simple virtual solution serving business owners with automation solutions that will save time and increase your revenue to 20K, 30K, 50K months. Come on, Renaya. I love that. And the reason why I love what Renaya wrote is because it was super clear. It wasn't just, okay, real simple virtual solutions. It was super clear, but she also called out who her ideal customer was and how she was serving them, right? That's how you truly get the people to come to your page. All right, and oftentimes I do this as a trick question when I'm like, drop the name of your business in the chat, and we do get people who drop it in the chat, right? But the most important thing is a lot of people don't know what your business is. Just based on your name, the name of your business, some people may not know what it is that you do. So when you are now actually saying, this is the name of my business, and here is how I help my people, guess what? That's when you're going to get the leads. That's when you're going to get the followers. That's when you're going to get the inquiries about what it is that you are selling. So well done, Renaya. Any other business owners in the building before we go ahead and pass this by? Hey, Rena, thanks for showing up. Manifest Your Dreams is in the building. Drop the name of your business in the chat so we can go ahead and shout you out. Going once, going twice. If we don't see any other business owners in the building, then we'll just move right on. So let's see. We got Rena. I'm a spiritual coach that helps with manifesting and connecting with your inner child. I love that. Who else do we have here? We got Theria Entertainment in the building. Ribs, Jibs, barbecue sauce. I love that, Ribs, Jibs. Come on now. We got BRP Independent Record Label. Come on now. You must have some artists underneath you. I love that. And also Etheria Radio. Who else do we have in the building? Go ahead. Drop the name of your business in the chat. And if you notice, I gave... Hey, my Sora's on here. Hey, LaCorey, how you doing? If you noticed earlier, I was shouting out Renaya because she didn't just drop the name of her business in the chat. She also talked about how she helps her people. And that is the number one thing when you're on social media. It's not good enough just to be like, hey, this is the name of my business. Hey, this is what I'm selling. You also got to let your people know, here's how I'm serving you. Because when they're on social media, let me tell you this one big tip right now. Well, let me shout out this business owner. This is Us LLC, Airbnbs. I love it. Okay, awesome. When people are on social media, it is not their first thought to want to buy something. So I want you to think about that. Like if somebody wants to buy clothing, they're not thinking, let me go to Instagram, let me go to TikTok. If somebody wants to hire a coach, they're not thinking, let me go to Instagram, let me go to TikTok. They're probably thinking, let me Google it. Let me go to Amazon, right? If they want to get tumblers or phone screens, they're probably thinking, let me go to Amazon. So when we're showing up on social media, it's important that you are putting out your content and you're showing off yourself as someone who's going to serve your audience. You always want to lead with them in mind because it's not their first thought to want to buy. Their first thought is, hey, I just want to get away from what's going on in the world right now. They just want to scroll. They want to be entertained. So when you are promoting your business, you always want to talk about who you are helping and how you are helping them, right? So Renaya did a great job at that. She said that the name of my business is Real Simple Virtual Solutions. I serve business owners with automation solutions so that they will save time and increase their revenue to 10K, to 20K, 30K, 50K months. Like that's super clear. So any business owner who is looking to implement automations into their business, guess what they're going to do? They're going to go to Renaya. And that's just because she wrote that in the chat, right? So she's not even doing anything extra to market. All she's doing is talking about who she serves. I want you all to think about that, right? As you are putting out your content, is it clear enough that your people know how you are helping them, how you are serving them, right? Okay, let's see. Tough Girl Security says, exactly. I had to add self-defense products because people think I'm a security. Girl, I'm so happy that you said that. Because if you didn't add that, I would have thought you were a security firm as well. But when you said self-defense for women, I was like, yes, she knows what she's talking about. Awesome. Okay. Hey, Charlie, how you doing? Okay, let's jump right into this today, right? We're talking about how to build a loyal and buying online community. So I want to do a quick poll before I give you these tips. How many of you right now, you are on social media, you're using Instagram or TikTok in order to attract customers to your page? Drop a me in the chat if you're using Instagram or TikTok in order to attract customers to your page. Let me see some hands real quick. Let me see some hands in the building. There we go. Okay, Rena says she is. Anyone else? Renaya says she is. Anyone else? Thank you, Charlie. Let's see. Anyone else? If you're using Instagram or TikTok in order to attract customers to your page, I want you to go ahead and drop a me in the chat so I know who I'm talking to, right? If we don't have business owners on here, there's no point in me being on here because this live is for business owners. Awesome. My Sora LaCorey says she is. Okay, it looks like we only got Rena, LaCorey, and Renaya. Okay, the Brown Rose says me. So we got 4 people on here who are actually interested, who are actually using Instagram and TikTok to grow your, to attract customers to your page. Now, answer this question. Are you seeing success in it? Right? So are you putting out the content that's actually attracting the customers to your page? Drop a yes or no in the, not yet. If you are, drop a yes in the chat. If you're not, drop a not yet in the chat, right? Because I want to see like where we are before I start giving these tips. Since we only have 4 people who are actually using it out of the 17 people we have on here, I want to be able to help you all. Okay, so not yet, not yet. I see a couple of not yets, right? Yes and no, it comes in waves. Okay, got it. Awesome. Okay, so let me ask this question. This is the last one. Where are you, what are you struggling with when it comes to promoting your business online, right? Is it content creation? Is it content conversion? Or is it being consistent posting the content? So again, what are you struggling with? Is it content creation? Is it content conversion? Or is it being consistent online, right? So I want to be able to help you all. I just want to make sure just where we are first, right? And so the reason, okay, so Renee says to be consistent. Okay, conversion says the Brown Road, conversion. Okay, so I see 2 conversions. Anyone else? Anyone else? What are you struggling with? Okay, so the Brown Rose and Rena, because you said conversion, are you putting out the content and the people are coming? Like you're growing your following, your engagement is strong, you just don't know you don't know what to say to get them to buy? Like, is that what the issue is? Right? Okay, the teenage author and her mom says, hi, all of the above. Okay, got it. Right? Okay, and then Investigative says conversion. Right? So same thing with you, LaCorey. What are you putting out the content? The people are coming. The engagement is strong. You just don't know what to say to get them to buy? Okay. So the teenage author says, I get lots of visits, no sales. Teenage author, when you are getting the visits, are they actually commenting that they're interested in buying? Right? So like you're telling them to comment a specific word and they're commenting, or are you telling them to head to the link in your bio? So the reason why I'm asking these questions, right, is because I want to understand exactly where people are stuck. Sometimes when people are showing up, they're putting out content, right? And then they're telling people to head to the link in my bio. And then you're getting the traffic to your site, but then that's it. But then sometimes you're getting the views and you're not getting any of the comments. When in all actuality, it's not the views that's going to get you the sales. It's the comments. So if you find yourself having high views, low comments, that means your content isn't resonating. And that's the reason why you're not getting the sales. So sometimes we think our content is doing great because we're getting 1,000 views, 2,000 views. And we're like, well, they're looking, but guess where they are right now? They're just browsing. Like have any of you ever been a window shopper? You just like walking by the supermarket or you're walking by the clothing stores and you're just browsing. That's it. Someone comes to ask you, can I help you? No, I'm just browsing. That's what your views are. people that are just browsing your content. The goal now is to get them to stop and actually express interest in buying, right? Okay, the teenage author says, I have hundreds of comments that say, awesome, great job, my next pay, but no sales. Got it. So that means, I'm so happy you said that. That means you are struggling with what to say in your videos to get people to buy. That means you'll benefit from a sales video. So do you know how to create a sales video? Okay, Rita says, yes, that makes so much sense. Awesome, awesome. Do you know how to create a sales video, the teenage author? Because they're probably like enjoying, you're probably inspiring them, they're loving it. But because you're not actually coming out with a sales video that tells them, here's how you can buy, comment this word so you can get access, then that's why they're not buying, right? There we go. So you want to create a sales video, the teenage author. When you create that sales video, you tell your people, here's what I'm selling, here's how you can buy, comment this word so you can get access to it. And it's the people that comment the word that are ready to buy. So right now, I'm happy you got the views and you got the engagement, but now it's time to convert them, baby. So tell them, here's how you can buy, comment this word to get access. So that now they're showing you, I'm ready to buy. Oftentimes I run into business owners where that's their biggest issue. You're great at inspiring. You're great at putting out the content. But when it comes to actually selling and what to say in your videos to get people to buy, that's the part that's like, I didn't even know I needed to do that, right? Awesome. So I know you all are in here, you're listening, you're like, what? I didn't know that. Yes. When you're on social media, there are a couple of things that you got to do in order to convert your followers into customers. If you just leave them there liking and telling you how much they love your content, they're not going to buy. You got to tell them to buy, right? So, okay. Let's see. And then Renaya, hey, Taryn, how you doing, honey? Hey, Crystal. Okay. And then Renaya says that she's struggling with being consistent, right? So Renaya, I want you to check in with that. What is hindering you from being consistent on social media? Is it that you don't know what content to post? Is it that you have a fear of judgment? Or is it that you have a fear of being on camera? Like, I want you to dig deep about that. What exactly is holding you back? Okay. Theory Radio says, oh, Theory Radio, you're just going to keep promoting? Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so I want to go ahead and give these tips as Renaya is writing in the chat to let me know what's hindering her from being consistent. But I want to know from you all on TikTok right now, how many of you right now, you're learning something? You're like, wow, I didn't know I needed to do that, right? I didn't know that there was a difference between regular content and a sales video. Or some of you heard me tell the teenage author, you got to create a sales video. And some of you were like, ooh, but I don't want to do that because I'm going to sound salesy, right? Some of you may have hesitated in that moment because you think you're going to sound salesy. Who thought that right now? You were like, oh my goodness, I'm going to sound salesy, right? Thank you so much. Okay, Francesca says, I have a fear of being on camera. Francesca, do you have a business? Like, are you selling something? Right? And then Rena says, oh, you're absolutely welcome. Awesome. Okay. All right. So I want to share. Rena says, okay, right? Yeah. And so we're going to address that today. I'm going to give you all a tip so that you don't have to fear sounding salesy. And I'm also going to give you all a tip so that you don't have to be worried about being on camera. Okay. Francesca says, yes, I do have a business, right? So let me jump into this story and then I'm going to jump right into these tips, right? So I remember when I was in grad school. So I have a master's degree in short films and telling stories in short form content, right? And so I was in grad school and we're getting ready to shoot our film. And I had to go and go get this this hardwood, right, from Home Depot. Because I live in New York, by the way. And my tap dancer that I was going to have for my film, he needed this board to tap dance because he didn't want to tap dance and ruin his shoes in the middle of Harlem, right? So there I am. My school is, thank you so much, Theory Radio. My school is in the Flatiron District on 23rd Street. And I needed to find the closest Home Depot to go get this hard piece of wood, right? So the closest Home Depot I could think of was all the way on 5th Ave. So it was like 59th Street and 5th Ave. So there I am. I'm walking through the streets of Manhattan, going down into the train station, riding the train up 20 blocks, getting out the train, and walking into Home Depot. And now I get this heavy wood. And it's heavy. And I'm walking like this through the streets. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to make it. Because this thing is so heavy, it hurts. Honestly, till this day, I think this is the reason why I have my muscles, if you could all see, right? That's the reason why I have my muscles, because I was carrying this heavy wood, and people looking at me like, who that pretty young thing walking with that? But ain't nobody offered to help, though, okay? So I'm walking down the stairs. I'm tripping over myself. I'm on the train with it. I'm walking up the stairs, and I get 1 block away from my school, and you know what I see? A Home Depot. A Home Depot. Had I just Googled the nearest Home Depot, I could have saved myself the trip and I could have saved myself the heartache. Why am I telling you this story? Because there is an easier way. Some of you are in here and you're like, all right, I got to figure out how to create the content. I got to figure out how to speak to my ideal customers. Some of you just heard me tell the teenage author to create a sales video and you were just like, okay, and I got to figure out how to do that. But let me tell you right now, there is an easier way to accomplish all of those things, and that is by working with someone. You trying to figure out how to do all of these things is delaying you from doing the very thing that you want to do when you started your business, which is bless people, which is to serve people. The longer you wait to try to figure it out, like how many of you have been doing social media marketing for the last couple of months and you're still trying to figure it out? You're going from this social media guru to that social media guru. You're going from this live video to that live video, and you're still trying to figure it out. How many of you have been doing it for the last couple of years and you can't even get to 10,000 followers? And you're trying to figure out how is it that everyone keeps saying, man, I'm able to grow my following. You hear people talking about they grew their following in 30 days. They grew to 10,000 followers in 30 days. They got 30,000 followers in 30 days. They were able to make $10,000 in 2 days. Like how many times you hear that and then you're thinking to yourself, how can I do that? And you're just trying to figure it out. Like, who am I talking to right now? Right? Yep, the teenage author said, still trying after months and months. And it has to be frustrating and frustrating. And that's why I'm saying there's an easier way. You don't have to sit here and try to figure it out on your own. You can actually just partner with someone who actually knows how to do it and get to it much faster. I have a client where she was telling me, first of all, she goes live every day. She posts content every day. She's been doing it for the last 2 years and have not been able to convert any of her followers yet. And she joined my challenge, and I said to her, look, we can show you how to do that in 1 month. And she was like, really? She didn't know what to sell. She didn't know how to sell it, and she didn't know how to market it. But she's putting all this energy into her live videos, posting her content. I said, we'll show you how to do that in 1 month so that now when you're showing up, you can go ahead and promote and actually be able to sell. How many of you will want that? How many of you want to know, okay, how do I know what content to post that's going to get my people to buy from me? How do I know what to say in my videos that's actually going to get me the sales? And how do I know what content to create that's going to attract the leads to my page? How many of you is like, I want to know how to do that, and I want to know how to do that now, right? Let me see you drop a me in the chat. There we go. There we go. So here's what I want to do. I want to invite you to my 5-day challenge. It is called Convert Content to Cash, where in it, we show you how to create content that attracts your customers to your page, so that you could be a blessing to your people, so that you can serve them, and so that you can get the sales that you so much deserve, right? If you're like, that's what I need, and I'm tired of trying to figure it out on my own, click the first link in my bio and join us. The challenge for the general admissions level is at no cost to you. So this is a complimentary challenge for you. So you don't even have to think about, oh my goodness, I don't have the money for it, because it's at no cost to you. The only thing that we ask is when you are clicking the first link and you are scheduling, you have to schedule a call with me and my team. Why? because we only want high-level coaches and high-level business owners in the challenge. Our goal is to help you get results in 5 days or less. That's our goal. In as little as 5 days, our goal is to help you get results. But if you're someone where you're crippled by procrastination, you're crippled by laziness, and you don't want to do the work, you're not going to get those results, and you're just going to waste your time. So we ask you that you have a call with us. It's not a sales call. This call really is to make sure that the content we're teaching is benefit to you and where you are in your business, right? So that's the first link in my bio. If you are on Instagram, all you have to do is comment challenge accepted, and you will be able to get access. Yes, LaCorey says, it's so worth it, Star. Fire. Thank you so much. Hey, Lorna, how you doing? Awesome. I saw Christina pop in here. I saw Athena pop in here. How you both doing? Awesome. Yep. So all you got to do, click the first link in my bio. Get access to the challenge. Rena, you got to click the first link in my bio. Sorry, y'all. Let me clarify. If you're on Instagram, you can comment challenge accepted. You can't do it on TikTok because TikTok doesn't allow us to just send you DMs, right? Only on Instagram. But if you're on TikTok, you got to click the first link in my bio and schedule your call. Awesome. The teenage author said, be right back. I'm heading to your bio, right? Now, here's the thing. You don't want to delay. Here's why you don't want to delay. Last month, when we were hosting our challenge, that sold out real quick. VIP, we had a lot of people in VIP, general admissions. We couldn't even accept any more people into the challenge. That's how good it was, right? So we're promoting May's challenge right now. You want to get in early. You don't want to sit here and think, should I or should I not? If you find yourself trying to figure it out over the last couple of months, couple of years, and you're not seeing the sales that you want from social media, that's where you want to join the challenge, right? Now, here's the thing. The challenge is for business owners where you're already making money in your business. So you're making $8,000 to $10,000 a month in your business, and you want to scale to 15 to 20K a month, right? Now, for some of you who are like, that's not me. I'm not making that much yet. That's okay. If you're already selling and you're getting a sale here or there, right, and you're still working your 9 to 5, then you still may qualify for the challenge. Here's the reason why we're doing it this way. Because we don't want people who are in the challenge who are brand new into business just starting out. You won't be able to keep up. It really is true. Like, everyone else is going to be so much further than you are, and it's going to be hard for you to keep up. It's going to be hard for you to get the results in 5 days. Right? So what we do is we offer you something else so that you can be able to prepare, start getting your sales, and then when you're ready, you can join us live. But for those of you who already have a business, you're already accustomed to doing the work to get the sales, to talk to your customers, right? Then this challenge is going to benefit you because all we're doing is throwing gasoline on the fire and you will accelerate, right? Awesome. So I see a lot of you who are like, yes, there we go. Thank you so much. Renaya's like, don't delay, comment challenge accepted. Awesome. Okay. I want to give you these tips on how to build a loyal and buying community. How many of you want to know how to build a loyal and buying community? Some of you have a loyal and engaged community, but loyal and engaged don't always equal paid. And you're starting to recognize that. So instead, we want to show you how to build a loyal and buying community. Why? Because when people are loyal and buying, guess what they're doing? Buying. And guess what that means for you? More revenue in your business. So if you want to know how to build a loyal and buying community, let me see you drop a me in the chat so I can give you these tips, right? Yes, Athena was like, the juice was fire. I love it. I love it. So if you want to know how to build a, yep, Christina said me. Christina, your audience is already loyal and buying. Girl, bye. You're ready to increase and scale. That's what it is. Like, I actually wanted to get an update from you. You're ready to increase and scale. Christina's audience is already loyal and buying. Sis she has discovery calls. I reached out to Christina yesterday. I said, hey, I got somebody who wants to work with you. She said, okay, tell them to sign up now because my April calendar is already booked. Your audience is loyal and buying, honey. I love it. I love it. I'm going to give you all Christina's testimony in a little bit because her testimony is amazing. Christina's one of my former clients now. Christina, you got to come back to me. Okay, the Brown Rose says, me. Yes, your community is so awesome. Like, they love everything that you're sharing. Okay, let's go into this, right? So, how to build a loyal and buying community. I want to show you what great content does. Great content does three things, all right? This is where you want to take notes. Great content does three things. It pre-sells your audience, it primes your audience, and it persuades your audience, right? Again, great content does three things. Pre-sells, primes, and persuades your audience. When you get this in your mind, when you get this in your system, guess what happens? You now stop posting just any old content because you're starting to recognize, wait, my content should be doing these three things. And if it's not, you have to shift, right? So what do I mean by pre-sell? It invisibly sells to your audience so that by the time they get to you, they're ready to buy. So your content should already be helping your audience make a buying decision. So that means if you're doing a story time video and it don't got nothing to do with your business, it don't got nothing to do with helping your audience make a buying decision, you probably shouldn't be doing that video, right? The goal is to pre-sell them. The pre-sell means they know how you're serving them, right? The pre-sell means they can see you as the expert and as the friend to help them, right? So I want to give you an example with Renaya. When she joined this live on Instagram, Renaya's on Instagram. And I said, drop the name of your business in the chat. And Renaya said, the name of my business is Real Virtual Simple Solutions. I help business owners looking to scale and save time by implementing automations. That was a pre-sell. That was a pre-sell. Because now when people see it, they're like, oh, wait a second. That's exactly what I need help with. Right? So when you're putting out your content, are people seeing it and going, wait, that's exactly what I need help with? If they're not, that's where you have to shift. The next one is prime. It should be priming your audience, which means it should be building a relationship with your audience. It should be nurturing your audience. Here's the thing. Many of you have followers, but they're not ready to buy yet. However, when you keep putting out that content, guess what? Now it's going to help them to build a relationship with you. You should be building relationships through your content. Why? Because it's going to be extremely hard to try to build a relationship individually with everyone. So through your video content, your audience should feel like they know you. They should feel like you're a good friend. They should feel like you're the person who can help them, and they should feel like that they are drawn to you. If that's not what's happening with your content, you got to shift. If you're putting out content that's all about you, then chances are you're not priming your audience, right? Remember what I said earlier. You want to post with a profit? You want to post with a purpose, and that purpose is profits. So when we're putting out our content, it should pre-sell them. It should prime them. Here's the last thing. It should persuade them. It should persuade them. Great content should persuade your audience to buy from you. That's why I was extremely interested in the teenage author when she said, hey, I get a lot of people, I get hundreds of comments. I get lots of views. They're just not buying yet, which means that she's missing the third part to great content. It should persuade people to buy from you. Now, what do we mean by persuade? We don't mean force. We don't mean convince either. Force or convince means that they don't even want to buy and you're trying to get them to change their mind. No. Persuade means they already made up in their mind that they want to buy. All you're doing is letting them know, here's how you can buy. So if you're doing the first two, you're pre-selling them, you're priming them, and then you don't persuade them, here's what you truly do. You build them up to go someplace else. And I know you didn't put all that energy into creating content for them to go buy from somebody else. Absolutely not. Right? You put in all that work so that they can come invest in your business. But the question is why? Because I could be talking about this all I want. The question is, why do you want them to buy from you? What is it that you're selling that's going to help them? Right? And so I want to hear this from you. Why did you start your business? I want you to drop it in the chat. Why did you start your business? Now, some of you probably started it because you wanted to create generational wealth. That's awesome. Some of you probably started it because you want to leave a financial legacy. That's amazing. Some of you probably started your business because you want to be a blessing to others. You want to serve them in a way that they feel seen, they feel heard, and their life is transformed. Right? Some of you started your business because You've been where they were. And now you're out and you want to help set other people free. Write it in the chat. Why did you start your business? Because this is super important to creating your content. This is super important to getting your sales. If you don't know the why, you will forever treat your business like, okay, whatever. Okay, that's cool. It's cool, right? But why did you start it? Because that needs to be the motivation to go after it, right? Okay, Monique Digital Marketing says, I want to help people shift their mindset and embody their higher self. You better. You better. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, S. Nichelle, did I say that right? Is it S. Nichelle or is this Nichelle? Let me know. Says financial freedom. Absolutely. Rena says to help others break free from 9 to 5 and live their dream life. Do you see all of this that's in the chat? Renaya says, I started my business because I want to serve others. Absolutely. Hey, Nicole, how you doing, honey? This is super important. You know what I'm seeing in the chat? Purpose. I see purpose in the chat. Oh, I got it. Okay, the teenage author, I understand. Divine Spark says, to create and teach other women how to create financial wealth to give them back their time. This is purpose. That's why you started the business. It's for purpose. That means that there is a calling on your life. There's a calling on your life, and your purpose isn't fulfilled until you are blessing the people, right? So here's the thing. When I'm talking about the 3 P's to creating great content, right? What great content does. What we're actually talking about is, in order for you to build a successful business, you got to have a marketing system. You got to have a marketing strategy. When you're showing up on social media, it's not just about posting content just to post content. It is about posting content because this is your way of marketing. Now, for some of you, where you're already hitting the 8 to 10K a month, you have a marketing system already, right? It's one part. You may be running ads. It may be word of mouth. It may be referrals, which is great. But something inside of you is letting you know, I'm ready to scale. I'm ready to increase my sales. I want more. And that's with your Instagram and TikTok. That's with social media, right? Lorna says, she wants to have a better quality of life. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is purpose. Now, how many of you have a marketing strategy in place in order for you to accomplish this why? Drop a me in the chat if you already have a marketing strategy in place in order for you to be able to serve your people, in order for you to create that generational wealth and leave a financial legacy for your family. Drop a me in the chat. If you don't, just drop a not yet. Yeah, Tamara says I do. I love it. Anyone else? Drop a me in the chat if you already have it in place. If you don't, drop a not yet. There we go. I got a not yet. Rena says me, but I feel it needs to be perfected. Absolutely. Absolutely. And here's what I love that you said that, Rena, because all of our marketing systems should be working for us where we're consistently generating leads each day. And then we're consistently converting our leads at least each week so that we're getting consistent sales. That's where we're going to get the consistent 5-figure months. That's where we're going to see the 10K, the 20K, the 30K months, right? Okay, Tamara says, I started 2 months ago. It's really changed my life. I love it. Tamara, with your marketing system, are you using social media, Instagram or TikTok to promote your videos? I want to hear about your system that you have, your strategy yet. Okay, Nicole says me. Lorna the Brit says not yet, right? Nicole, tell me how your system is working. How's your marketing strategy working, right? So for those of you who said, okay, Tamara says yes, everything. So Tamara, you have the leads coming in daily and you're converting them each week so that you're seeing the 10K months, the 15K months, the 20K months. Not yet, that's okay. But I want to get an idea of your marketing strategy, right? And same thing with you, Nicole. Like you have the system in place where you're seeing the 10K months, the 15K months, the 20K months, unless you don't want that many months, right? If you don't want to be hitting that much each month, That's totally fine, right? And I just know the people who are called to me, that's our goal, to help you hit consistent 5 figures. So 10K, 15K, 20K, 25K, right? So if you don't want to hit that, that's cool. You don't got to answer. But if you do want to hit that and you're not hitting it yet, that's what I'm talking about, right? So I want to get an idea for your marketing strategy. Awesome. Okay, so for those of you who said not yet, then I want you to go ahead and I want you to become a member of the challenge. Why? Because we want to help you to do that, right? We want to help you to do that so that you're hitting your consistent 5-figure months. Because it's going to be extremely hard for you to be a blessing to your audience if you ain't making the money. And then how do you know that you're truly blessing them, right? So go ahead, click the first link in my bio, become a member of General Admissions so that you can learn how to do this, how to put your marketing strategy in place for Instagram and TikTok, right? Okay, Tamara says, yes, I made $27K in 2 months. My first month, I didn't make too much, but second month, it was 20. Come on, Tamara, I love that. Okay, Tamara says, do you do digital marketing or is this something different? Mine is digital marketing, but ours is specifically focused on video marketing for Instagram and TikTok, right? And so what we do is we help you to set up your system so that you're consistently hitting your 10K, 20K, 30K months. Like that's what we're doing, right? So sometimes what I've noticed is that people will hit their, like you said, you hit 27K. I love that in 2 months, right? But what about month 3, month 4, month 5, month 6? I know you're still working towards that. Sometimes I've seen people, they've hit the high months and then they get to low months. Now, low months are always going to happen in our business, right? But we don't want it to get to a point that you never get to that again. But if your system is in place where you're consistently hitting the 27K months or at least consistently hitting the 10K months, girl, keep on doing it. And when you're ready to implement another form of marketing into your business, come through and work with us so we can help you do that. Okay, awesome. Okay, Nicole says, that's what I'm working towards. Got it. Awesome. Right? So for those of you who are in here right now, and you're like, yo, I really want to be able to hit the 10K months. I want to hit the 20K months. I want to hit the 30K months, right? Then I want you to go ahead, become a member of the challenge. Now, here's the thing. We have 2 levels. We have general admissions and we have VIP. So I already had explained what general admissions is. That's by you clicking the first link in my bio. But if you are in here, you want to work with the coach directly, because you've tried the digital courses, you've tried coaching programs where you've never seen the coach and it just hasn't worked for you. And you want to be able to work with the coach directly so that you can start seeing your results in as little as 5 days. Then I want you to go ahead and click the second link in my bio and become a VIP member. We've had some of our VIP members, our former VIP members in here, where they were able to go from not having any followers, not having any leads, and then in 3 days was able to get leads. Not knowing how to sell on social media, and then in 3 days able to get sales, customers, clients. So if you're in here, you're like, that's what I need. I want to be able to work with a coach so that I can get there. I want to be able to hit the 10K months. I want to be able to hit the 20K months. Then that's where you want to go ahead and join us at the VIP level. Yes, come on, Tamara. You can join us, Tamara, especially because you already have a system that's working for you. Let us help you to increase that so that you can get more sales. Tamara, what are you selling? Is it a coaching program or is it digital products? What are you selling? Okay. So I want to go ahead and I want to give you another tip. So I talked about great content, what great content does, and we gave you the 3 Ps, right? So now what I want to do, in order for you to be able to build a loyal and buying community, catch this tip, you have to speak your ideal customer's language. You have to speak your ideal customer's language in order for you to grow a loyal and buying community, right? So the biggest reasons I see that some people, some business owners are failing on social media is because they're putting out content that does not speak to their ideal customer at all. It doesn't speak their language. The information is going over their head. Like you're hearing create educational content and you're putting out the tips, but the tips you're putting out is not resonating with your audience. Why? Because you're not speaking their language. What is the language of your ideal customer, and how is it that you can speak it, right? So I want to give you an example, and I got this from Jesus. So some of you who are in here and you're new to me, we do teach Bible marketing secrets. That's what makes our program different from others, right? So like you may join some social media programs where they're telling you hop on trends and they're telling you post 3 or 4 times a day. You won't ever hear us saying that. Instead, we teach you biblical principles so that now when you're putting it to work, it works for you. That's the reason why a lot of my clients are successful, right? And so this speak your ideal customer's language, I got this from Jesus in Matthew 11:28-30. Right? This is where he was just baptized and he's getting ready to go into ministry. And he says, come to me, all who are weary and heavy laden, so that I can give you rest. That's him, 1, calling out his ideal customer, and 2, speaking their language. Right? These are people who are tired. These are people who are burdened and they needed rest, and he called them out. And so because of that, they came. And how do we know that it worked? Because the woman who was bleeding for 12 years, she came. People who are blind, people who are deaf, they came. He didn't waste no time. He went straight into come to me. And he called out who they are. So when you're creating your content, you got to call out your ideal customer and speak their language. So one of my clients did this when she joined the challenge. Her name is Lori. She's a fitness coach. She has been working in her business for some time. The reason why she started her business is because her father had passed away young because he was overweight and he was diabetic. And she was headed down the same track. But then she decided, I'm not going to do that to myself. She shifted. She started working out, eating better, and she was able to heal herself. And then what? She decided, you know what? I'm not going to keep this to myself. I'm going to help others. That's purpose right there. She went to TikTok, started putting out her content, but ain't nobody was checking for her. That's discouragement right there. That's where some of you are. You're like, I have the solution, but when I post my videos, barely anyone's paying attention, right? That's where Lori was. She joined the challenge at the VIP level. And she said, Star, I need a strategy so that I can actually get the leads, because she wasn't getting the leads before. I gave her the strategy, and the next day, can somebody write the next day in the chat? The next day, sis got 3 leads from that video. She came in, she said, Star, I did exactly what you told me to do. And it worked. I got 3 leads, right? All because she was speaking her customer's language. That was what her issue was. She didn't know what to say in her videos to get them to buy. So exactly when we told her exactly what it was, guess what? 3 leads one day. That's it, right? She's not the only one. Thank you so much for writing the next day. She's not the only one. Marianne is a business owner. She's been in business for some time, actually. And she started selling digital products where she helps people who are near to retirement age, but they don't have enough money in their bank account to retire. She helps them to create passive income so that now they could retire with money and they be at ease. Only thing is, when she was posting on TikTok, she was getting some sales here or there. She joined the challenge at the VIP level, and we showed her, say these things in your videos always. Because the things that she was saying, that's what was speaking to her ideal customer. Day 1 of the challenge, she got five leads. Day 2, she got 5 more leads. Day 3, she got 3 leads. We started going like, oh my goodness, she is a lead generating machine. Oh, but it gets better. 2 weeks after the challenge ended, Marianne went viral. Got 60,000 leads from one video. 60,000 leads. I want to know from you, well, what does that mean for you? If you were able to go viral and get 60,000 leads from one video, how would that significantly impact your life? I want you to think about that. Some of you are in here like, I never even thought about that before. But what does 60,000 leads mean for you? Some of you, 60,000 may be too high. So you're just like, what does 5 more leads look like for you? Exactly. Tamara says high chance of more sales. With 60,000 new leads, high chance of more sales, right? The teenage author said, that will be my daughter's college tuition. Absolutely. Rita says 60,000 more opportunities. Absolutely. Let me see what we got on Instagram. Instagram, let us know what that means. What does 60,000 more leads mean for you? For me, it's everything that y'all said. The higher chances of more sales, especially if your conversion rate is through the roof. Because the next step is to convert them. That means I'm paying my team for the month. That means I'm paying myself. I'm increasing that. I'm going on vacation. For Marianne, get this. For Marianne, that meant 60,000 more people that she gets to bless. Because it's not just about us. It is also about the people that we're called to serve and the people we're called to help. These are, Marianne is in her 60s, by the way. Just in case some of you are like, oh, well, you know, TikTok is not for me because I'm a millennial. TikTok's not for me because I'm way older. First of all, I'm a millennial. Second of all, Marianne's in her 60s. And the people that she's called to reach are also in their 60s. So this was TikTok where she went viral and was able to reach her people. Now, here's the thing. The people that she's called to have worked in their field for 20 plus years. And they don't have enough money to retire. That's disrespectful. Because you imagine working a 9 to 5. You just giving away your hours and your life. And then it comes to the age to retire and you can't because you don't have enough money. And now you're worried that you're going to have to get another job. You're worried that you're going to miss vital moments in your family's life. This is Marianne's customers. So now here is Marianne talking about, I have a solution for you. I am the way. Let me help you. That's what Marianne got to do when she got those 60,000 more leads. That's what you get to do. I know a lot of you said, you know, I get to create this wealth. Exactly. Tamara says it's not just personal wealth. It's generational wealth. And that generational wealth is not just for Tamara's family. It's also for the people that she gets to help. It's a chain reaction, right? Renaya says 5 to 60K new leads would be greater exposure and opportunities to convert. Nicole says it would mean abundance for me and my team. Hey, Nikki, exactly. So if you're in here right now and you're like, I want to know how to do that. Teach me, Star. Teach me how to do that. Become a VIP member. That's where we'll get to teach you. Click the second link in my bio. Treat your business to VIP so that we can help you get to the next level in your business. If you find yourself shrinking back because of fear, because you've joined other programs before, and you were like, man, but I just didn't do the work, then you don't need to join the challenge. I'm not going to sit here and coax it. If you joined other programs and you didn't do the work, don't join the challenge. But if you've joined other programs and you've done the work, and you're seeing some results, but you're ready to see more results, your next step is most likely working with a marketing coach, especially if you worked with a business coach before. You've worked with a business coach, you developed the product, you know how to sell it, they told you to go to social media, promote. You're on social media promoting, and you're not seeing the sales yet that you want to see, right? So you're getting some sales, but you're ready for the consistent sales. That's where we help you to get to the next level in your business. So go ahead, click the second link in my bio, become a VIP member. Okay, so I want to go back to Tamara and read. Okay, Tamara says, okay, oops, I want to make sure I have everything. It says I want more sales. Okay, so Tamara says she sells planners, done-for-you digital products, courses, and ebooks, shirts and mugs, but that's outside of digital marketing. Girl, Tamara, I love it, right? Because I honestly thought when you said you hit 27K, I honestly thought you were going to say that you were like a coach, you were selling a high ticket program, but you're actually selling low ticket and hitting 27K. That means you're reaching a lot of people. I love it. So you said you were doing it outside of digital marketing. So is it like word of mouth? Are you going to different fairs? Are you going to, like, what are you doing for your marketing? Because I can see why you're ready to implement the next part, which is the digital marketing part. So you can just increase that. But I love that. That's amazing. Congratulations, honey. Let me see. The teenage author says, I'm 52. My daughter is 17. Come on, honey. The teenage author, what are you selling? Because in my mind, you're selling books, right? The brown rose says life-changing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Awesome. Okay. Yes, there we go. Awesome. Yep. If you are on Instagram and you want to join the challenge, all you got to do is comment challenge accepted, and then we're gonna automatically send you a DM. On TikTok doesn't allow us to send DMs, so you have to actually head to the link in my bio. Okay, Tamara says the shirts and mugs are outside of digital marketing, but everything else is. Got it. Okay. Awesome. I love it. And a teenage author says, yes, my daughter writes bilingual children's books. Oh, nice. Oh, wait, so your daughter's the author, not you? That's pretty dope. Okay, digital plan. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because everything else is digital, but the other stuff are physical products. I love it. Awesome. So Tamara, if you're ready, let us help you sell those digitally. If you're selling them on Instagram or TikTok, let us help you do that with your videos, right? So that you can increase that, because I love it. And I actually just want to talk to you because oftentimes when I run into people who are selling low ticket items, some of them haven't hit where you are yet, right? And so I want to hear your process because I love it. Okay, you are marketing on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. It says Gave Book. I was like, what is that? Is that a brand new social media? Okay, good. So you're already doing that. Awesome. I love it. Oh, nice. Okay, the teenage author says, yes, I am the mommy manager. Come on. And so the teenage author, your daughter wrote the books and now you're just trying to sell it on social media, right? So let me know if that's right. And then Tamara, you're already using TikTok, Instagram, all of that. But you want to produce more sales. Okay. If you join the challenge, Tamara, at the VIP level, let's talk about where you are now so we can see what system you have and what we can tweak so that you can increase your sales. Awesome. Okay, there we go. I love it. Okay, y'all are blessing me today. I love it. Tamara made my day because that was some good. She's like, I'm doing this, but I'm ready to increase. She's ready for the 30K, the 35K months, the 50K months. Come on. Let's do increase is what this is. Awesome. Okay, let me give you one more tip, then we'll go ahead and wrap it up, right? Okay, so the other tip, so we talked about you're so welcome, Tamara. We talked about great content does three things, right? We called out the 3 P's. We said pre-sells your audience, persuades your audience, and primes your audience. Then we talked about how you want to speak your ideal customer's language. This is how you're going to build the loyal and buying community. So the last thing that we're going to talk about today is you want to soar your engagement. You want to soar your engagement, right? Why? Because engagement leads to payment. I'm going to just say that one more time just in case you missed it. Engagement leads to payment. That's why you want to soar your engagement. So some of you who are in here, you're getting the views. And that's nice. The views are making you feel good. You're getting the followers, and that's nice. It's making you feel good. But your engagement isn't good enough. You're not getting enough comments. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean comments that people are expressing interest in buying from you. That's what I mean. That's what you want. You want people who are actually saying, hey, where can I get this? Hey, can I work with you? Hey, can I buy this from you? That's what you want, right? So if you're not getting that type of engagement, the goal is to significantly increase that. Why? Here's one thing. One reason is because when one person says, hey, I'm interested and I want to get this, another person does it. And then another person. And then another person. Right? This is actually called, I want to get the actual name for it. This is actually called transparency strategy. It's called a transparency strategy where people are just engaging on your post. They're expressing interest. And now that other people see it, they want in. So you've ever been scrolling through Instagram or TikTok where you see a video, it has no comments whatsoever. And the video was good, but because you don't see any comments at all, you don't comment either. I be doing it. Oh my goodness, it's so bad. I got to stop doing that. But I'm like, oh, maybe it's not that good because nobody commented. But then that video that you see that have a whole bunch of comments on it and the video's not even that good, just because it has the comments, you're going ahead and commenting too. That's what that is. When people see oh, other people are interested in this, that's when you're going to see more people commenting. So the goal is to get people to comment, but not any old comments. The goal is to get them to comment and express interest in in them wanting to buy from you. So that's the goal. All right, Tamara says, do you think it's best to have a Stand store or Shopify or Etsy? I use Stand store, but I noticed a lot. So honestly, it's really up to you. I've heard great things about Shopify where people are able to email their list, right? And they're able to sell that way as well. Stand Store, I think you're able to collect their email list. I'm not sure about Etsy. So it's really up to you. I'm going to tell you this right now, Tamara. I had a similar problem to you where I was using Kartra. Now, Kartra is not for me to sell digital products, but it's my CRM, right? And I was having a lot of issues with Kartra that I wanted to go to another system. And I went and I was very frustrated, right? I went to another system called Groove because I thought it was going to be better, only to find out that it was actually worse than Kartra. It was worse, right? And now I find myself loving Kartra. Why am I sharing this? Because every system is going to have their issue. Every system is going to have their issue, right? So it's really up to you. If you want to switch over, you can, but I would just go ahead and do the research. And honestly, and I want you to think about, is the problem that you said, or people make more sales other sites? Oh, okay. So you're thinking that the problem is the lack of sales. That's probably not the issue. If the problem was that they're taking too much money from you, it's taking too long for people to buy, when they click the link, you're having those issues, then I would say switch over. But if you're not having those issues, you should be fine. Yeah, but okay, so Tamara says, I make good sales with Stand Store, but other sites I've seen digital marketing make a tad more. But it's probably because of their marketing, not only because of what site they have, right? It's probably not just because they have Etsy or Shopify. It's probably because of how they're marketing their stuff. And so the people are coming in, right? With Stand Store, does it collect email addresses for you? Okay. Awesome. Okay, awesome, right? So you want to soar your engagement so that people are actually expressing interest in your products or services. So I want to give this example. I don't know if Christina's still here, but I want to give this example of Christina, right? Christina is a mom, full-time employee, full-time entrepreneur as well. And she helps moms who are working from home. She helps moms or just people altogether who are overlooked, underpaid, working their 9 to 5. She helped them land their dream jobs working from home, making 6 figures or more, right? Okay, Christina's still here. So she said, I'm here, right? That's what Christina does. And when Christina first started working with me, she only had 474 followers. And the goal was to get her to 1,000 just so that she can go live. So we hit that goal, right? Sis is at 40,000 now. She's doing amazing. Okay, right? So the goal also, I tell all my clients this, get your engagement up, because the more people that engage, the easier it is to get people to buy, right? So here's Christina. She puts out a video in January of this year. That video goes viral. She ends up growing her following to 40,000 followers. She gets 300 email subscribers in that one week or so. And her engagement is through the roof. Her engagement is through the roof. But here's the thing about her engagement. It's not just people going, I like that. That's beautiful. That's amazing. You're so inspiring. How many of you are getting those comments? You're so inspiring. Thanks for inspiring me today. Oh, that's really nice. Your hair looks good. Those comments are good too, right? But we want the comments that's where can I buy? How can I get this? That's what Christina has. And so because of that, not just because of that video, because she keeps putting out videos, because of that, sis is overbooked. I tried to get someone on her calendar for this month. She was like, my calendar for April's full. She's been full since March, right? Her calendar for May is filling up. People are joining her webinars. People are purchasing her resume writing program. People are joining her high ticket program, right? All because her engagement is through the roof. Right? Her engagement is soar. So that's what you want. You want your engagement to soar. How many of you in here right now, you're recognizing, oh my goodness, the reason why my people aren't buying from me is because my engagement is not really saying that people are ready to buy. People are just saying I like that. That's really nice. But they're not really expressing interest in wanting to buy. Right? How many of you are noticing that? How many of you are noticing oh, the reason why people aren't buying is because I'm not speaking their language. I'm not talking directly to them. Right? That is the whole point of marketing for you. Oh, Tamara says sometimes yes. Yeah, Tamara, let's just work on your system, because I'm very impressed that you already hit 27K in 2 months. Nah, we just need to work on your system. I just want to see what it is and let's just tweak it. And so you can increase to the next, right? S. Michelle says true, right? So if you're in here, you're like, that's me, then guess what? It's time to work with a marketing coach, right? Oftentimes we could try to figure it out on our own, but it's just going to take longer. And I'm pretty sure if you could reach your audience faster, that's more so what you would want rather than waiting months, right? Hey, hanging with Red, come through. So if you're in here, you're like, that's me, then I want you to click the second link in my bio. Treat your business to VIP, right? VIP is for the business owners who are like, I'm ready to scale. I'm ready to increase. I need a system. I need a system that's going to help me to increase, right? That's what I want. So that's what the challenge does for you, so that now you're in a position where when you're putting out your content, you're consistently seeing those leads each day, right? A lot of our people, when they come through the challenge and they come through VIP, they leave knowing like exactly what to say in their videos to get people to buy. They know exactly what to say to get people to engage with them so that they're getting those leads, right? And they're not just using their social media. Sometimes they're using other avenues, right? Just so that they can attract the people. So if you're in here and you're like, yo, my marketing just needs to be tweaked, or I need to implement a marketing strategy, then we want to be able to help you. Why? Because as we said before, when I asked you all, why did you start your business? Many of you said was for generational wealth, to leave a financial legacy for your children, to help people, right? And so this is purpose. This is purpose. But I want you to think about this. Who suffers? Who suffers when you don't show up? Who suffers when they don't get to see your content and be able to buy from you? The very people that you're called to serve. See, if Christina didn't show up, she wouldn't be helping hundreds of employees who feel overlooked, underpaid, and they're exhausted. These are people who are great at what they do, and they're not getting paid their worth because they're afraid to negotiate, because their resume just can't get them in the door. And here comes Christina as a career coach, goes, I can help you. And now she got people landing six-figure jobs, working from home. They're at peace. And the issue really was their lack of confidence. If Christina didn't show up, they weren't going to be able to build that confidence. For some of you, that's what it is for you too. Some of you have amazing products and services to help your people. But if they can't find you, they're not going to get helped. And so how much longer will you keep them waiting? Some of them are walking around in darkness, waiting to find the solution to their problem. And you are the solution. When are you going to show up? How are they going to find you? How much longer are you going to keep them waiting? Yep, Christina said, I thank you all the time for helping me get unstuck. That's what it is. Like with Christina, Christina's amazing at what she does. She can rattle off everything in like 2 seconds. Do this to your resume. Do this in your interviews. Do this for your negotiation. But there was an imposter syndrome there. And that's where some of you are, where you can help your people, but there's an imposter syndrome there that keeps you stuck. Like I heard someone say, I feel nervous getting on camera. I don't know if you're still on here, but you were like, I feel nervous getting on camera. I lack the confidence, right? And I want you to check in with that. That lacking the confidence to be on camera. Why? Is it because you think people are going to judge you? Is it because you don't like the way you look on camera? But if we start to shift our focus to, who am I helping today? Who am I blessing today? Guess what? Now it's a no-brainer to show up. Like I want you all, we were just shouting out Tamara, right? So I'm going to shout her out again. Well, good. I'm happy you just wrote in the chat. Tamara says, I used to be so scared, but I'm getting better at getting used to it. See? I was just about to shout you out, and then you went ahead and wrote in the chat. So she's more confident now. Imagine all the people that she's helping with her digital products, with her shirts, with her mugs. Now, some of you are like, how is she helping them? It's just shirts. It's just mugs. See, because you're selling similar things to Tamara, and you're counting yourself out because you don't see the value. But Tamara has lots of value. She's transforming people's lives. When they buy the t-shirt, when they buy the digital products and the digital courses, their lives are being transformed. She's helping them. But some of you are like keeping your business to yourself, right? Some of you are like, I don't got time for social media. Your ads are working great. Your referrals are working great. Your word of mouth is working great. You know what else was working great for a lot of people? Social media. I don't want to say social media, but there's a lot of avenues for marketing that can be working great. But what happens if it gets shut down? What happens when it stops working? Think about it. You want to have another form of marketing so that now you're consistently bringing in your leads. So that you're consistently bringing in your sales. Hey, Tori. Tori says, oh yes, keep long the business to myself. Come on now, we want to stop that. Social media is overwhelming, right? Our goal is to help you to get unstuck so you can stop being overwhelmed. Yep, Tamara says, my mugs say millionaires in the making and millionaire mindset. I knew it, Tamara. I was like, I just knew that she's selling something and it has affirmations on it. It's reminding people of who they are. They're stuck now. But every time they drink their tea, every time they drink their coffee, guess what? They're reminded that they're a millionaire. That's a transformation. That's how she's helping her people, right? So a lot of you in here, the only reason why you're stuck, thanks Christina for joining us. The only reason why you're stuck is because you haven't seen the value in what you're selling yet. Exactly, Samara, exactly. So we want to help you to do that. If you're in here now and you're like, girl, that's exactly what I need. Become a VIP member of the challenge. Let us help you get unstuck. So that now when you're showing up on social media, you're being a blessing. Now here's the thing. When you bless others, they want to invest. So people who feel blessed, they invest. So that's the reason why we want you showing up on camera. That's the reason why we want you showing up. When you bless others, they feel it, they want to invest. So let them invest in you because they're already investing someone else. Now it's time for them to invest in you, right? So you want to get access to the challenge. If you're on Instagram, you can type challenge accepted into the chat. If you're on TikTok, you can go ahead and click the second link in my bio and become a VIP member, right? The challenge is for the coach using Instagram or TikTok to promote your business, but you're not sure what content to create to grow your following. It's also for the business owner that understands the power of video, but don't know what to say in your videos to get people to buy from you without sounding salesy. And it's also for the entrepreneur who is tired of being invisible. Your platform should be bigger than what it is. You have been in your field for over 15 years, over 20 years. You know that you were called to social media and your platform should be bigger than what it is. And yet when you open your mouth and speak, ain't nobody there. And it's frustrating because you know that you were called to reach the masses. Let us help you reach your people. The only thing that's missing is your marketing strategy. A marketing system that consistently generates leads and consistently generates sales. If you're in here, you're already making 8 to 10K a month and you want to scale, become a VIP member so we can help you scale. It's going to be really hard to scale if you don't know what the next step of your marketing needs to be, right? Hey, Katrina. Katrina just joined VIP, right? Katrina joined us for VIP for the challenge. So I just wanted to shout you out. Awesome. Okay, so next week, we're going to go live again Wednesday at 6:45 a.m. Yeah, Tori, the link is in my bio. So you can click the first link to get general admissions, or you can click the second link to get VIP for the challenge, right? Next week, we're talking about beware. These content tips are ruining your engagement. That's what we're talking about next week. Beware. These content tips are ruining your engagement. We only go live Wednesdays and Thursdays at 6:45 in the morning. All of April has been scheduled, so you can go to my bio and you can actually see my lives that are scheduled and RSVP for them. Tamara, you don't have to go live every day. If you want to, you can. I only go live twice a week, right? But when you're going live, I'm pretty sure you know this. The strategy is to bless your people and sell, right? So if you want to go live 2 or 3 times a week, you're fine. You're fine. It really depends on your energy, right? Because you don't only want to rely on your energy, because what happens is if you get sick, then you can't get sales. So we don't want that to happen, right? So I say 2 or 3 times a week is good. Some people go live every day, which is amazing. If you have that type of energy, feel free. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. I will see you next Wednesday at 6:45 a.m. Eastern. Some of you, I'm looking forward to talking to you so that you can join the challenge. Others of you who join VIP, I am looking forward to welcoming you into the challenge. I will see you all next week.